What's up, y'all? Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Shay's. Today is Tuesday, um, September the 26th, 2023. I hope you guys are having a great work day, and I hope your day in general is going pretty good as well. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Welcome to all my new subbies. Thank you for joining Shay's family, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest. Like always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking the time out to subscribe and to watch some of my videos. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, to everybody who watches this video in the replay. Let me go ahead and go over the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, etc. That entire copyright will be in my comment section. It is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen, as you guys can see. All right. So today, y'all, this video is basically the set part 2 in a final conclusion of the topic that I went over yesterday. All right. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget the thumbs up, hit the bell notification, and subscribe to the channel. All right. And if you want to show support to this channel, you can show that by doing a cash app to $ShadesTube. All right. To show support for the channel. And thank you in advance. All right. Now, getting back to what I was saying. Today, we're going to go ahead and finish with the discussion on, do successful men struggle with real love and why some can't find it. Yesterday, we did talk about it in depth. And I did say, I don't think, because I was answering the question yesterday, do successful men, because, we was watching the video and the lady was saying a successful man don't need a woman. And I did not agree with that because, like I said yesterday, I think everybody needs a partner. Okay. Now, if you get one or if you don't want one, that's all on you. But I do think in order for men and women to be happy and completely satisfied in life, they do need a partner to share everything with. You know what I'm saying? And then usually when people don't have a partner, it's because they can't find one that's suitable, or they have had a lot of bad experiences, or maybe they just are tired of certain people, men or women or whatever the case is. Because again, it goes back to them not being able to find the person that they truly want, or being abused or neglected, or for whatever reason. But for the most part, when God created Eve, he created Eve for a purpose, for a bunch of purposes, to give Adam some company, and also for to reproduce in other comforts as well. Okay, so I do think that men, regardless if they are successful financially and career-wise or not, I think that all people need someone else, okay? A man or either a woman, point blank. So today we're asking the question, why do some successful men, I don't know if they actually feel like that, but I'm sure some out there do. But I know, like that lady was saying that I was watching yesterday, she was saying if a man is successful, he doesn't need a woman. So if a man does feel like that, we have to ask ourselves, why do we think this man may say this? And it's probably similar to some women who say the same thing about men. A lot of times they have bad experiences. A lot of women, be out here just looking for a man with a good career, with good money, and some of them just use. So sometimes these men may be feeling that way because they don't want to, get a woman that's going to just be taking and not add anything to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And take them through unnecessary bull crap, and just because a man don't necessarily need a woman once they are, as far as helping them be more successful when it comes to a career and money, it does not mean this successful man don't need a woman to be their partner, for them to love her and she loves them, and blase. Because, you can go pick up any woman on the street, right? But that doesn't mean that person is really going to love you, going to be supportive, will stand with you if you get poor, or if you're going through things, or if you get health challenges, or you get really sick or anything. When you pick up fly by night people, that's what they usually last like that. And that's on everything. And a lot of successful men know that more women are attracted to them because of their money. So they probably come in contact with a lot of women that are just basically out there to use. So a lot of successful men may say they don't need a woman because of those simple reasons, just like some women say the same thing about men, especially some successful women. I mean, I have said to myself many times, if I get rich, I really don't even need a man. But in reality, you know, you do need one because as you get older, you want somebody there to be able to experience some of the things that you're experiencing when you start aging. um, if you need help, someone you can talk to, you can trust, all of these type of things. You're not going to find this in no animal. You're not going to find this in your kids, in no temporary people you pick up for booty calls and things like that. And that's on everything. It's a known factor that most married people, when they age, even when they're not aging, they usually be more happy. It's when they have a good partner. I'm not talking about these people with these partners that are a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying people with partners that are really, they really for real have a good relationship. Even when they have up and downs, they still pull through it, work together as a team, and just do the things like they should do it versus tripping out like some people do. Okay, so let me go ahead and read. Let me first turn this volume thing down off my phone because like every time I get on here, calls start coming. Um, Let me first go ahead and read to you guys an article I found regarding that. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me get it on my phone because I already got it on here. I just have to go to it real quick. So hold on. I got to go all the way to it, guys. And don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Check out my other videos too, y'all. My shorts, my TikTok videos at Shay's Tube, in my Dollar Tree hauls, and just all my videos that I have up there. Just check them out. Watch them for a couple minutes, thumb them up, and that's all you need to do. All right. I'm still looking for this article. I got it on here somewhere. I got to go to it, y'all. Just be all the way at the top. I got all this stuff on my phone. It's ridiculous. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, never find stuff every time I be looking for it. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see. I got to find this real quick. I don't know where I put it at. Okay, that's the name. I don't know if that's it. Okay, hold on for 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't see it. Never be seeing stuff when I be looking for it on this phone. But yeah, hold on. Let me see. Almost got it. Sorry about this, y'all. I thought I had it right here at first. Okay, so here it is right here. So, make sure I think I got one. I thought I did two articles. Okay, so it was asking a question. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me do this. Hey, Ryan, thank you for coming in showing support, hon. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. How are you? So, in this article, it's asking the same question. Why it's actually telling you why successful people are less lucky in love. Okay, I don't like using the word luck because I really don't believe in luck, but I'm only using it because of the article. Now we have two relationship experts just telling people about dating mistakes that really successful people make and what men and women really want in a partner. And I'm basically going to cover just what the men want. I'm not talking about women today, okay? All right, now, thousands of successful men are living the lives they have always dreamed of. But in many cases, they are living that life alone. And like I said, one reason is because a lot of times when they find women, some of these women are nothing more than gold diggers. Let's keep it real. Playing a lot of games, using for money. And eventually these men find out. That's good. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad to hear that, Ryan. And my prayers are still extended out to you. Hope everything really gets better, okay, for you. Anyway, a millionaire matchmaker recently teamed up with New York life coach. Okay, and they discussed some of the biggest mistakes professional men and women, but we're talking mostly about men today, make in the dating world. Okay. Anyway, this dude, his name is Mr. Golan. He specializes in coaching the spouses of successful men. Okay. And he basically coaches people who are successful, period, who want to find a partner. Okay. He helped them find love. And sometimes he said that high wealth individuals do face a number of challenges. And he said, especially women who are rich. Okay. So this is the lady who is a millionaire matchmaker right here. Hold on, let me find this. Okay. And these people are experts. So, okay. And this is the dude here. He's a millionaire matchmaker too. He's also a life coach. But actually, he's not a life coach. He teamed up with a life coach. Oh no, no, this is the life coach right here. Okay, so that's the life coach. I was right the first time. All right, and the other lady, the lady that I showed you a few minutes ago, is the millionaire matchmaker. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they have seen a lot of um, dating relationships. I mean, a lot of relationships and stuff, and seen a lot of different things happen in these relationships, and they have talked to a lot of people as well in um, relationships. You know, rich people, that is. So I know pretty much they know what they're talking about versus just hearing somebody on YouTube talking, right, and they don't have any facts backing anything up they say. They're just telling you about it from their own experience and haven't talked to anybody else. So that's why I'm reading this off of here for you guys. Okay. Anyway, the article says a lot of well, I'm going to read what they say about the women and men, okay? So it says a lot of women have been brought up with the perception that they can't rely on a man to provide for them. So they are high achievers, okay? They get out and they don't have a lot of experience in dating in their 20s because they are concentrating on schooling in their careers. Then they get to their 30s and mid 30s and want to meet a partner. And by that time, they have achieved a great deal of success, and trying to connect with someone is a massive challenge for them. In many cases, women establish their careers, travel, and get their finances in order before beginning to look for love. And it says they have everything they want: a beautiful home, a great career, great friends, but their friends are starting to drop off. So the pool of potential circles where they could meet people are starting to get married and settle down. All of a sudden, the network starts reducing. With that, the expectation of meeting a partner starts increasing because you are starting to feel left out. As you climb up the career ladder, it just doesn't look good that you are single anymore because people at that stage are typically married and have children. One of the biggest issues is that women are often coming up with excuses as to why they are single and commonly put it down to being intimidating. You know, they be saying that they intimidate a lot of regular men because of their wealth. All right. Now let's see. I want to get to the man parts, and they're just talking about women. Here you go. Let's see. Hold on. Uh, I can tell you guys all of that too, but I really want to get to the men thing. So I'm thinking it's probably somewhat similar for the men. Let's see, where is the man? These people are crazy in these articles. Hold on. Here we go with the men. Okay, but I probably should go ahead and finish reading the women first, and I'll get down to the men. Okay, so you can just understand it more. Hold on. So okay, so I said they try to come up with reasons. So what their friends and family do is they say they are intimidated by you or you don't need a man. Particularly if you happen to be beautiful, you are labeled as men finding you intimidating. Okay, so they said even if you look really good too, along with being successful, it's just both of them are you people often use those words that these men are intimidated because they look so good and have a lot of money. But anyway, the real reason women stay single is because their expectations of what they are looking for in a partner is screwed towards what they feel they need. Okay, so this um, matchmaker did a survey and asked men what character traits they found most attractive in a woman. The number one was intelligence, followed by playfulness, vulnerability, and femininity. Mrs. Ward, who is the millionaire matchmaker, says opposites are key to finding success, and men and women should stop trying to date themselves. If you don't have opposites, you are living a one sided relationship. There is too much competition, and one will overshadow the other, she said. So I guess they mean by saying this that a lot of successful people, men and women, look for the same type of partner. So that's why they are saying stop trying to date themselves. And they said if you don't have an opposite person, you are living a one-sided relationship. You end up competing with one another, and one will overshadow the other. Um, I don't know. Like I said, they did a survey, but I don't know if I agree with that 100% because if you meet somebody that's on the same level as you, if you're successful, and you meet a man or a woman that is successful, I'm thinking if they are the right person and you guys are not competing with each other, how can it not be a good match? You know, if you are not in competition with one another and he respect your career, you respect his, and you guys are supplying everything each other need, how can they not be a successful have a successful relationship? But anyway, this person said, this matchmaker said, this is the space a lot of successful women get into because they try to date really successful men. And the really successful man actually wants the feminine woman. That's crazy, huh? But who's to say you cannot find a feminine woman that's successful? That's why I don't agree with that 100%. Hey B, thank you for coming in. How do they know that some successful women are not feminine? Some probably aren't, but who's to say if you are successful, you can't find a successful partner or a woman, if you're a man, that is feminine? I don't believe all successful women are lacking femininity. I just don't believe that. I think just when people are like when men are successful, I just think if they're looking for somebody that's successful, they just tend to pick these type of women that are not feminine because I can't believe that some successful women are feminine. Okay, so they say he wants someone he can take care of and not compete with. Now, when you come to that part right there, that may be kind of true, but still, if you meet a woman, okay, that's successful, if she's not stuck on herself, then she will still let you take care of her. But at the same time, have that backup just in case something happened with you or, just that added money or whatever the case is. I don't see how, if you're thinking correctly as a man and she's thinking correctly as a woman, how you guys can start competing with each other. And I don't see, and why wouldn't, if a woman, okay, look, if you're a successful man and you meet a successful woman and she can take care of her own self completely. What do you mean that's going to not be feminine? You can still take care of yourself as a woman, being successful, and still be feminine. Just because you let a man take care of you, it doesn't mean that you are lacking that feminine quality that women should have. I don't believe that because I think you can still be successful, be with a successful partner. You guys can work together as a teammate. The woman should still know when to fall back. That's what they need to be saying, when to fall back and let that man lead. Let him pay whatever he needs to pay. Don't try to, make him feel bad because you make more money or just as much. So why come a successful man can't find a successful woman that thinks like that? Anyway, Mr. Golan, who is the life coach, has seen marriages break down many times due to people dating within their own professions. Like I said, they always go back to their experiences. This is a life coach. The other lady is a millionaire matchmaker. So they have seen many couples. Okay, but still, I'm still going to say, who's to say that you can't if you look for the right things? I actually think when people do look for people that are the same as them, they also may be focusing on the wrong things as well. Okay. They say if you don't show any kind of space for a man to take care of you, they will leave and find someone else. And that's on everything. But the thing about it is, like I said, if you are a successful woman, or you're a man, you're looking for a successful woman, you need to look for one that knows how to fall back and let you lead as the man that you are. If you guys are in a serious relationship, or certainly in a marriage, just because she makes a lot of money, it doesn't mean that she need to start doing your roles, or just doing the most. Not some women do when they be having their stuff together, they be tripping. You don't need to do that. You need to still fall back if you with a man that you want and y'all trying to be serious with one another. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you need to also appreciate that you are successful too, and that in case something happens with him, that you can hold down the fort. I actually think, for me, if I was rich and I was looking for a rich dude or successful like that, I know I would be looking for more qualities than just how much money and success that he has. Okay, so I probably make a good choice, because I'm just not going to look at that money and stuff. I'm gonna look at everything else. You know what I'm saying? And then as a woman, and we get together, I'm gonna know when to fall back. And you know what? Honestly, he can take care of everything. That way, I can keep my money. Okay, and that's on everything. He can take care of everything, and I can keep my money. I don't know why they be not letting them take care of everything if they want to. Just keep your money, keep it in the bank in case something happened, and then y'all got your money to fall back on. You shouldn't be um, arguing and saying, "Oh, I got more money than you. I'm tripping." Okay, B, thank you. And start tripping out. You got some people. Sometimes when women get together with a man, they be more successful. They sometimes they actually put the man down. I don't think you need to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in love, you're married, you're in a serious relationship. You need to still respect that he is the man, he is the head, he is the leader, and you just need to fall back, regardless if you are successful, more successful than him. You know, where are we at? Okay, so they said a lot of times they would end up marrying someone in their own professions. This puts a lot of strain on marriages because there are not enough resources in the home to bring the balance, to raise the children, to take care of simple things like paying the mortgage, buying milk, and doing the lawns, he said. So that's why a lot of times people marry in their own profession. But the thing about it, um, you don't necessarily have to marry a dude that's super rich though, in order to get a dude that can take care of the household, the kids, the mortgage, and things like that. You can just get a dude that's got a nice little job or career. He may not be as successful as you, but at the same time, being a woman, if you are more successful than him, I still say you don't need to put him down, and you need to let him do everything that he can do. Okay, don't make him feel like he's a loser or he's less than a man. You need to put him up on a pedestal though, if you're making more money than him, so he can still maintain his masculine energy and stuff like that. So you still let him take care of stuff. Then if he needs help, if y'all got a good relationship, he can come and tell you, and you can help him and still lift him up. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I was married all these years. I'm still married. And that's exactly what I did with David. Because when I met him, he was making a lot of money and I never was. You know what I'm saying? Not to compare with him. Even now, he still makes more. Even when his checks be low, he still makes more than me. And when I have to help him back in the past, when I used to have to help him, even now, I don't try to put him down or anything like that. I still maintain my role that I should be maintaining regardless. Even if I would have made more money than him, I still would have fell back and, let him take care of everything. Because like I said, I can keep my money in my account. You know what I'm saying? In case something happened, like now, if something happened, all this time when, with the jobs, cheat him and things like that, I can come and take care of everything. So that's why meeting someone on the same level, if you're successful, I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea if you watch what you choose. I think it's all in what you choose, because you certainly don't want to pick somebody that's poor as ever, because you're going to be really doing everything still, and then it's going to still be problems. So you may not necessarily want to pick another rich person, but you can pick someone that has a decent job or has a job and know how to take care of their household before you even get married to them or get into a serious relationship with them. Anyway, Mrs. Ward added, you have two people who are the same, and one is going to subordinate to be underneath the other. Who is going to look after the children? Who is going to look after the house? Someone still needs to take care of the primary needs, and it becomes a conflict and a competition. Yeah, with people who don't think right. Okay, with some successful, when a man get a woman that's successful like him, and she thinks like this, she's not thinking right. A woman's primary duties, let's keep it real, is to in a marriage is to take care of the kids, the household, make sure you got food, everybody eats and things like that. Just because you're successful, I don't see why some successful women steer away from that. You know what I'm saying? You should still do that, even if you are so successful where you can hire somebody to cook, but at least once a week on the weekends, at least you should be cooking, especially on Sundays when it should be a special time and you guys get together as a family and you cook, regardless if you're rich or not, for your husband and for your kids. And then on Monday through Friday, you can have the cook for you guys dinner. But at the same time, if y'all can, y'all can still eat together. You see what I'm saying? And you can still maintain, let him be the head, let him lead, let him take care of everything. And you just be the added support, supporting mechanism. That's what you can be if you got that money like that. And that way, these successful men won't be intimidated by you if you are on the same level. Now, if you're not on the same level and you just have a regular job, it's probably just a little bit more easier. However, it still be problems within that relationship because sometimes these successful men start being controlling. You know what I'm saying? They start trying to control you because they got more money. This is why I say when we choose partners, we definitely have to look at more things than if they are successful. You have to look at if how they treat a person, how they treat you when you first meet them. Okay, you don't want to control a man because you're not going to be free to be yourself. He's going to basically be trying to change you. Okay, and some of these successful men do this. They think their money rules everything. And in reality, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why some of them say they don't need a woman because some of them wants to control a woman. And when she does not be able to be controlled like they want to, then they be like, all women are a trip. All women be tripping out. They talk too damn much. They do this. No, in reality, something is wrong with you because why do you want to control anybody? You need to control yourself. When you get in a marriage or a relationship, you're not in this marriage or relationship to control each other. You're in the relationship to grow together, to nurture each other, to give each other love, to be respectful, dedicated, faithful, to have a teammate, a partner, someone to help you get even more successful in career, money, health, family life, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get another partner for. So it doesn't matter if a man is successful or not. I still say he needs a woman, point blank. You know? Okay, so Mrs. Ward, who is the millionaire matchmaker, said the biggest mistake men make in women is constant compromise. All right. So let me see. So she said top character traits men look for in a woman. So y'all can know. Number 1 is intelligent. Number 2, femininity. 3 is playfulness. 4 is a sense of humor and confidence. And some people got sex drive and vulnerability. All right. So for all you women who think you can get up here and shake your ass, show your titties and your breasts and all this, and that's gonna keep a man, you are crazy as hell. Okay, because all women got asses, just different sizes and things like that. And it doesn't matter about it being big or small. If you're not giving that man what he needs, or if this man is just a cheater, he's gonna cheat. And that's just on everything, period. But as you see, the number one thing that men are attracted to in a woman is their intelligence, okay, and being feminine, meaning let that man take care of some things. Don't be acting like a man. In some cases, you may need to act a little like a man at sometimes, but overall, be as you should be a woman, point blank. So the top character traits that women look for in a man is basically the same thing: intelligence, humor, trustworthiness, honesty, and then sex drive and respect. Those are the keys, y'all. This is the same thing I talk about all the daggone time. These are the things that I look for, whether you have money or not. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of smarts, okay? You got to be able to be funny. I hate a serious dude, man, that stays serious all the time. You can't play with him. He gets all uptight about everything. You got to be able to trust this dude. He has to be honest, and definitely have to have a good sex drive and show you respect. Those are the key things. The men are looking for almost the same thing because nobody wants an uptight woman that don't know how to joke around and always got to be so serious about every damn thing. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so they said you shouldn't have to compromise. Uh, They say when we compromise, we become resentful because we store it in the little bank. Okay, I see what they're saying right there. So I guess I think you do need to compromise a little, but I don't think you need to compromise when it changes you to something that you don't want to be, or it makes you do things that you are not comfortable with doing. Okay, like they said, it has to be a fair exchange. For example, you can't expect for me to compromise in areas where I'm stronger in when you are weak as hell and you can't do the things that you need to do as a man, because somebody has to stand up and make sure things are like they're supposed to be. Just like you can't have me be respectful to you and you're straight up disrespectful. Why come you can compromise and change your attitude, your personality? It's not all about the man wanting a woman to change everything and he's not changing anything on himself. You have to compromise. And a lot of successful men, I hate to say it, they be like that, because I have talked to briefly, I have dated men that had, money. And the first thing they do is try to buy everything for you. You know what I'm saying? My first boyfriend was like that. When I first met him, he was 7 years older than myself, and he had money, y'all. Good credit, money. Just got out of the military, had a good ass career, very articulate, very smart. That's why I was shocked when he started hanging around with them hood rats and they encouraged him to get on drugs and do drugs and stuff. He was already smoking weed probably, but just doing other drugs. That's what messed everything up. You know what I'm saying? Um, so he used to, buy me everything. I liked him a little, but I don't think I liked him like that until I started seeing that money, especially being so young. And this dude was buying everything for you. I mean, like everything, like diamond rings, necklaces. I needed a TV, just whatever. He bought it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. You know what I'm saying? Gave me money. So what do you expect? So a lot of them do that, men who got a little money or just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I had linked up with this dude that I went on a blind date with, this this I almost want to call him something else, but I'm not going to do it online. This man was doing the most in his car. He started off bragging. He was bragging the whole time. That's why I shouldn't have went on a date with him. Started telling me about his house, what he owned. He lived in Alpharetta. Took me to his job. I'm not joking. He was some type of vice president of the bank at that time. I think it was Bank of America, of all banks in Atlanta. Then he got back in the car, pulling out all his money, nothing but $100 bills, 2 and 3 cell phones. Then he had to go buy his other business to go pick up some money, I guess, and take it to the bank. I don't even remember. He was just doing the most. That's the dude I was telling you guys about, who we went to Magic Johnson's theater to see a movie, and he was trying to put his arm around me, and I told him I don't do all that on no first dates, and he got mad. So yeah, so they be doing the most. He was disrespectful and trying to put his arms around me, but he wasn't disrespectful like calling me names or nothing like that. But a lot of times these successful men, some of them be doing the most. Okay. This is why they can't get no good woman. This is why they always attract women that either want to use them or just ain't no damn good altogether. Okay. Or either they have money too and be a hot ass mess. Because money doesn't make you a good person. A lot of people, especially men, think because they got money, it makes them a good person. When in reality, it doesn't. What makes you a good person is, number one, how did you get the money? Did you do it legal? Do you have a legal profession? That's the first thing. Okay. 2 is, are you respectful? Are you dedicated? Are you faithful in a relationship? Are you honest? Those are the key things. Do you keep yourself up? Those are the key things. Do you take care of yourself on the inside? Those are the key things. So money should never be the first thing that we look for if you want a serious relationship. Now, if you just want to fly by night type shit and you just need some money to pay your bills or your car note or your mortgage or your rent, then hey, that's you. You probably want to go ahead and do what you're doing. But if you want a real serious relationship, that's how you have to go. Okay, if you want a successful man. And if a successful man wants a sincere relationship, a good relationship, he has to pick a woman with the same qualities that I just said about a man. Respectful, faithful, know how to have fun, laugh, joke, know how to stay being a woman. When I say being a woman, that don't mean that you got to be yes, sir, I'm your slave and you are my master. I'm not talking about that. Y'all got to get out of that type of mindset. I'm talking about when you meet a man, he wants you to be feminine. He still respects you. Okay, he still treats you like a woman with a brain. Okay. Anyway, they say when you compromise your values to suit somebody else, you will breed resentment, and this is when arguments happen. And I agree. You know, if I'm in a relationship with a dude that's trying to control me with his money and want me to do as he wants me to do, it's not going to work out. We are going to argue because you can't control me. I'm not going to even stoop to that level. And yeah, I can still be feminine, but you're not going to be sitting up here controlling everything that I do, what I wear, how I talk, none of this. You can give your advice just like I'll give you my advice, but you don't control me because I'm not trying to control you. And a lot of successful men do this, and they need to change that. So Mrs. Ward said successful men and women need to stop trying to date themselves and think carefully about their expectations, okay, before looking for these partners. Because when you think carefully and choose wisely and stop being damn desperate, then you tend to pick better people, and those type of relationships do last. So again, they say, so stop trying to find a man that is like you, that is successful and powerful and intelligent and beautifully groomed and all these wonderful things you are. Just like a man should stop trying, a successful man need to stop trying to find a woman that is just like him. And if he does find one that's similar to him, then make sure she has all the other attributes that we just talked about before you start hooking up with her and doing the most. Okay. This dating coach in this matchmaker said, take away this expectation that a man needs to be like you. Let a man be a man and let him have his masculine space. If you don't make room for a man in a relationship, he's not going to feel like he is needed anywhere. And I just basically said that let everybody have their space, not just a man. Let the woman have her space to be a woman, and let the man have his space to be that man. And in a relationship, let him lead if he's leading you correctly. I'm not saying let some weirdo lead you and he's leading you to do weird shit and bad things. If somebody's leading you to do bad things, then you don't need to be with them. I don't give a damn how much money they got. Okay, if they're leading you to do bad things, like for example, in my case, I don't get high. I don't do alcohol abuse. Okay, so if I meet a dude, he try to get me on marijuana or doing drugs or getting drunk, you can take a little sip of wine. I'll do it. I don't need He's not a good dude. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. You don't let people lead you to doing illegal shit or doing things that you're not comfortable doing. Just like even in the bed, you can't be with men who lead you to do things that you're not comfortable with. Just like you should not be leading him to do things that he isn't comfortable with. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say you have to choose wisely when you pick partners, whether you are rich or not. Okay. Or successful or not. Because again, when you say successful, it depends on what type of success you're talking about. For me, success can be in money, a career, a success in just having a regular job. You can pay all your bills. You got a little money in the bank. You're doing good. Your credit is okay. That's also, to me, a successful man. You can buy the things that you need. You dress pretty nice. You take care of yourself. You get your teeth done every 6 months or every year. You go get physicals. You take care of yourself. You're eating properly. You can splurge at times because I splurge a lot of times. You're working out. You're respectful to people. You're respectful to your elders. You know who God is. You believe in God. You're saved. Those are successful things that I look for. Okay, point blank. Everybody else may have a different success that they look for. That's on them. But the overall general definition of success is basically a person who has achieved the things they are trying to accomplish in life, and they're living pretty good. Okay. Anyway, it's a let a man be a man. They want to take care of their women. It's inbuilt in them. You hear this, ladies? In some ways, they have to take care of you. If you don't show any kind of space for a man to take care of you, they will leave and find someone else. It's in his nature. And this is what that lady is probably talking about when she said they don't need you to get up and leave. But she said it wrong, because it's not that they don't need you, a woman. Okay. They just don't need your type of woman. Okay. Let's restate that. They just don't need your type of woman. All right. But everybody needs a partner. That's why God did give Adam Eve. Okay. And that's why Eve was placed with Adam, because you two are there to love each other, to be a team, to work together, to make children and things like that. This world is so crazy the way they think. They think it's okay to go get babies and don't be even married. It don't even make no sense, because when you get children with people, you're gonna always be attached to them. Okay? They be killing me. I don't want to get married because I'm attached to this woman, but you'll go out and have a baby with this woman. You're still attached. If you get married and you don't have any kids and you get a divorce, you're not attached anymore. You can say bye. But if you get married and you have kids, or if you're in a relationship and you have children, you're going to always be attached. Trust me when I say that, because I try to get unattached to my ex. But down the line, even though I did for a minute, down the line, he go again. You know what I'm saying? So you always be attached. So now we are friends and everything. You know what I'm saying? You be attached forever. Okay? Anyway, Mr. Golan, the life coach, concluded by saying that people need to see finding love as a form of a job. It requires commitment, consistency, and hard work. Nobody is going to come and fall into your life. It's going to require a lot of self consciousness, a lot of self reflection about who you are and what you're looking for, and identifying those characteristics in the person you are seeking. He said, nobody out there is perfect, and we all come with our own set of limitations. Try and identify the values that are most important to you. What else? Let's see. It's going to be the most important decision of your life. So do it in a thoughtful and meaningful manner. And this is the same exact things that I preach every time I talk about a relationship or relationships. Okay. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to have yourself together. If you want to be attractive to a successful man, you have to make sure you're what he's looking for. Okay. Just like if you are a successful man and you want a woman, okay, you have to look for the woman you want, okay, point blank. And you also have to be the man that she wants. Because you want a woman that acts feminine, it doesn't mean you have to treat her like a slave, okay? You still let her use her intelligence, all right? You still let her voice her opinions, all right? And if she needs to help you, she should be able to help you, okay? Without you feeling like you are less than a man. Because if y'all have a good relationship, she's not going to make you feel like that anyway. She's going to be like, it's okay, I'll help out to take some stress away from you. Just like I still do with David, even though we're separated. This is the way you should be. Women need to know when to act feminine. Okay, when to be a woman. A lot of times women don't act like this because a lot of these, especially black women, are head of households. They have all the responsibilities on themselves. They have to be the mom and the dad. Because a lot of these brown men do not stay there and support their children like they should. So this is a lot of the reason why a lot of women who are single with children, they act more masculine than some other women, because they have to take on a lot of male roles in the household because it's only them, and they have to raise their families. And then you got the ones that was in past relationship with dudes that didn't do anything. So therefore they still had to take on that responsibility of doing men jobs and, just thinking like a man somewhat. Okay, point blank. But if you meet a woman who is like, have a mixture of both of those things, I think you have an asset. A woman who knows how to fall back, but at the same time, she knows how to take care of business. And that's what it's all about. All right. So, in the comment section, if you watch this in the replay, if you want to add anything to that, you can. All right. If you want to not agree with some things I said, you can. All right. But yesterday and today, we did cover do successful men struggle with real love and why? And I think they do struggle with real love because sometimes they choose the wrong people, and they don't choose these people for the correct reasons. All right. And why some can't find it is because the same thing, because they're looking in the wrong places. They don't know how to treat some of these women when they do find them, the real one. Um, they don't know certain things themselves, okay, because clearly they're not looking at the true self in the mirror. They're in a fantasy land. So that's the reason. And I do think all men need a woman, whether they are successful or not. A lot of times people say they don't need somebody because they don't went through so much trauma, so much bull crap with the opposite sex, that they don't feel like they need them, especially when they got money. And just because a man is successful, Miss Lady, who I was watching her TikTok video, it does not mean that he can't meet a woman who can add to that success, even if she's not successful like him. Okay, because sometimes a woman can add to that success. All right. And that's just on everything. All right. So that is going to be it for this live today, y'all, because y'all know I got to go. Let me see if I can go over a little breaking news real quick before I get out of here. I do got my hair partially done. I can start putting my stuff back on. So when I get ready to go, I won't have this girl late for school and stuff. So I can do that while I'm talking to you guys about a little breaking news. I told y'all before I be so busy, I ain't even made up my bed. I definitely got to do that because I don't go nowhere without making up my bed. Even if I just have to pull the sheet over it, it's gonna be made up. And so let me put my stuff on real quick, and I'm gonna go over a little breaking news, y'all, and then we're gonna get out of here. Just hold on 1 second, because I had to put my lip liner on. This is a life. I'm not single like that, but this is a life of a woman who basically does everything on her own. And even in marriages, sometimes y'all, like on my case, because David was really never here that much, because he always got to work to make sure we can live comfortably. Sometimes you have to assume the role, even when you're married, of what men can do, like taking out the garbage, making certain decisions and things like that. But at the same time, I'm still stressed. I know when to fall back, even now, and I'm separated. I just had to fall back. I think it was the other day when he was telling me he was going to do it the way he thought he should do it. I fell back. I didn't even argue with him about it because I let him be a man. Like even when you pick out these, sign on to these companies, I don't agree with it sometimes. He still asks me, should he take the side on with him? He still seek my advice on that, and I give it to him. And sometimes he don't agree with what I say. You know what I'm saying? But I don't start tripping out, and then when something happens, I be like, "That's why you should have took it anyway because I told you." I don't say shit, at least not to him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I may say it to myself, but I'm not saying it to him because I'm still letting him be the man that he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And until I get married again, or get in a real relationship, he's still gonna maintain that head of household position until I do get somebody else to maintain that once my divorce is final. Even when my divorce is final, if I don't have somebody else here maintaining stuff, he's still gonna maintain that because he's still providing. Okay, and that's just on everything. And I know some people think that's probably weird, but it's not. That's how it should be. What's weird is when you get a divorce and a man don't take care of nothing. When y'all be out here struggling, crying, tripping out. That's weird. I told you this society, the way people think in this society is backwards. Okay, it doesn't matter if you get a divorce. The man should still take care of his responsibilities. That's alimony and child support. The alimony stops when I get married again, but that child support lasts. And you know what? Our other two daughters are grown. One is 23. The other one is 19 going on 20. He still pays child support for them. And my other daughter has a job, and he still pays child support for them because he knows. First of all, he said he don't want his daughters asking no man for no money if they come short. Secondly, he don't want them to feel like they got to take bullshit at a job or offer people. So he still gives them an allowance, and it's pretty good every week, $100 a week. Shit, so that's pretty good for 3 kids, and one of them is working. My son is too young; he's only 15. So, but that's what it's all about. When you meet a decent dude, okay, Whether you stay together or not, he's still gonna do what he's supposed to do. Don't let these females on YouTube trick y'all, okay? The man's supposed to do what he should do. Or these men who be lying on social media because they ass can't do shit, they don't do the right things. Don't let them trick you. Men always tell me they want a woman to act feminine, but what y'all need to do is stay being a man. Okay, take care of your responsibility. It doesn't matter if you are still with this chick or not. And stop using that lame brain excuse that she trying to stop you from seeing your kids. You be seeing them other bitches out there who got kids and their kids, okay, taking care of their kids. So you should make a way to see your kids. If this chick is not letting you see your kids, you take her ass to court. And stop talking about you don't want to call a popo to people, but yet you'll sit your dumb ass up on YouTube complaining about that. That's stupid. Shit. That's stupid as shit. If somebody's not doing the right thing, you bring legal stuff into it instead of talking about it all the daggone time and not doing anything and then not being in your kid's life. That's dumb as crap. They do that when people commit crimes online. They be trying to handle everything on their own instead of going to the authority like they asses are detectives and police officers with degrees or certification. You can't do a damn thing unless you're doing real actions. If somebody doing a crime, you're supposed to report it, not just sit up on YouTube talking about it. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Okay, because it ain't going to do shit. Okay? That's why so many people get away with doing shit because people spend too much time on YouTube running their damn mouth. And that's on everything. Same thing in relationship. Some of these dudes don't take care of their kids, even some of these women, because all they do is get on YouTube and complain about it. But the thing about it is like this, like I just said, when you meet real people, man or woman, okay, and they're both doing their jobs, if anything happened in your relationship, taking care of the kids, taking care of you and each other, whatever, those things still happen. And y'all should still be friends unless somebody cheated or something like that or was doing or being abusive. Y'all should still be operating on a mature level and have respect for each other because y'all was married. That's one thing I don't understand, how people be married, talking about they in love, they get kids, and as soon as they get divorced, they start tripping out, talking about each other, all on YouTube doing the most. Who does this? Even in relationships, people do this. They link up, and as soon as something happens, they all up on YouTube talking about it. That's crazy as ever. So we as people got to change the way we do certain things. And even though society is telling us certain things are normal, it is not normal. And if you are a successful man and you can't find the woman that you want, you need to look at yourself. And that's on everything. Look in the mirror, look within, look at yourself. Same thing to you successful women or non-successful people. If you just, I still think if you have a regular job, you're paying your bills, you're living pretty decent, I still believe you are successful, okay? But in this live, they are talking about rich people, okay? They're talking about rich people, rich men struggling, rich men struggling to find love. And then I was talking about the lady who said rich men don't need a woman. You know, I disagree with that because everybody needs a partner, regardless of what you say. You only said you don't because of the things you experience. Because if I would have had an awful marriage, I could never get up here and say I want to be married again. But I do want to be married again because my marriage wasn't awful. We just had some financial difficulties that took a strain on our marriage, point blank. And I did step back and be the woman and let him take a lead. And even if I was rich, I still would have stepped back and let him take the lead. Because you know why? Because you're supposed to. Okay. And also, I can keep my money in the bank in case something happens. Then I can take care of everything. But I'm not going to make him feel lesser if he lose his career or if he lose a lot of money and I have to help him. Because when you're in love with people, you don't do these things anyway. Okay? You just don't. That's good, Tony. Thank you so much for dropping by. You just don't do these things. All right? Now, let me go ahead and go over these 2 breaking news and then I got to get out of here. I may just be able to do one because I got to go in like 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wish I had more viewers, but people don't like to hear real stuff. They want to hear a lot of bull crap all damn day. This is why a lot of people be in these little crazy relationships and also they don't be happy. Because even though I'm separated, let me let y'all everybody know who watches this video. Shay's Tube is still happy. Okay? Shay's Tube is still happy. I've been knowing Dave since 1997. We met in 1998. We was together all these years, and sometimes the season runs out, and that's on everything. But we are still friends. He take care of his responsibilities. I take care of mine. I know when to fall back. I know when to speak up. He also knows when to fall back. And that's on everything. How do you guys think I was able to tell him about the dude that I was talking to? How do you think that I can do that? Just like if he met a woman, he could tell me because we're not together. A lot of people getting divorces, be separated, they be doing the most. Okay? And that's for everything. That's because they never understood each other in the first place. And that's why they can go and call each other weird names on online and degrade each other online and other places. That's why they can do all these things. You guys ain't never heard me degrade David online or called him any weird names. And that's on everything. Okay, so let me go ahead because I can talk about relationships all damn day. Okay, y'all know that already. Let me go ahead and tell y'all one or two breaking news, and I got to get out of here for real because it's almost 3 o'clock. 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes to read this. 2 minutes. Let me see. Hold on, which one I'm gonna say. I might not have even put any breaking news here. Let's see. If I didn't, I may try to come back tonight. That's what I'll do. I'll try. I don't know if I am, okay, but I'll try to come back tonight and do just a random talk and do the breaking news, okay? Because I really don't have time. It's already 2:58. I still got to put. Let me put this stuff underneath the bottom of my eyelash. Y'all, I am so crazy. I'm getting ready at the same time, y'all. I told you I'd be very busy. Wait, hold on. Y'all know that my ass, I'm almost like a perfectionist. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I'm glad I changed from being that too, because I was like ridiculous at first. So, but even still now, I have to make sure everything done by a certain time in order. It's so weird. You know what I'm saying? Very strange. Very strange, strange, strange. But that's me. Okay, that is me. But schedules do help and they work. And that's why I like having schedules for everything. But anyway, we are getting ready to get out of here, guys. I want to say thank you to Ryan for coming by showing support. Y'all check Ryan out at his his place. He's a gamer, very good gamer. So check him out, y'all. Y'all gonna have fun if y'all go over there and check him out. Okay. And tell him that Shay sent you. All right. B, y'all need to check her out. She talks about a lot of interesting things on her channel and does vlogs and things like that. In one case that we both talked about is the girl who got assaulted in McDonald's out here in Southern California. Okay. They still haven't gotten the lady who did it, grown as ever, fighting a little 13-year-old, and a good girl didn't do anything to her but looked at her. So, y'all, if you have a channel, make sure y'all post that story, cover that on your channel versus covering bullshit with bullshit ass people all the damn time. Cover that. Cover some real shit. That's content right there, okay? Whether you call yourself a YouTuber or not, okay? Let the people of the YouTube world, because YouTube just does not consist of a small little world. It's huge. Let them know about this chick. All right. And especially brown people. Okay. Start doing more productive things online versus all this bull crap and trying to be private detectives, but y'all ain't solved one case. Okay. I got one YouTuber, I talked about it before, who was doing that, and she actually did solve a case. And I told you guys about that. If you're up on YouTube talking about shit, but you're not stepping to action to get these people apprehended by the law, you're not doing a damn thing. Bring awareness. Bring awareness when they ass up in jail. Bring that awareness. And that's on everything. They still out here doing the same damn thing. All you doing is running your mouth on YouTube, getting views. So bring awareness by actually doing something that really, really can make them be where they need to be at. And that's on everything. This is why I don't play detective. Because if I was a detective, your ass going to jail. And that's on everything. Call me Popo if you want to. My son actually is a certain police officer, but call me that if you want to. Okay? Because you can't be letting people get away with shit and you're just talking about it on YouTube. Ain't nobody doing shit about it. And make sure the shit is true too. Okay, make sure it's true before you accuse people too. Because trust me, when you bring stuff to the police, they're going to investigate it all the way down. And if your ass is not telling the truth, you're going to look like the idiot. That's on everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that straight up. Anything you do on social media, you better make sure you're telling the truth because it's easy to find out shit these days. All right? People be up here lying, saying dumb shit and all types of shit. Just make sure the shit is true. I do my eyebrows today, y'all. They are, you know what? They are already waxed. Okay? What I do is darken them up, but I may not even darken them up today. I may go out and let them stay like that, like I used to, and stuff, you know. But again, just make sure you do it the right way. All that fucking talking on YouTube, doing all these fucking lives on people, and you know they are criminals. It ain't doing shit but making you look like a fucking what's the name. That's all. And that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of you talking and not doing any real actions? One thing about me, if I tell your ass I'm going to do something to you, you can best believe that I am going to do it. And that's on everything. And it's always good to move in silence. Don't ever forget that. And y'all stop supporting people that are full of shit too on YouTube. Damn, you got many people supporting full of shitters, but they will come to a regular page that's talking facts and won't do shit. Won't even watch the videos or nothing. But yet that person talking true facts, telling you how to do certain things, and your ass is not listening. You know, so y'all can start doing that. That's why we always be the bottom of the totem pole. And you can go throughout the country, and I'm telling you, anybody with brown skin, majority of the time, always be the bottom of that totem pole. And that's on everything. You got to look in the mirror and ask yourself why. All right? You really do. And with that being said, let me go ahead and finish telling people here doing roll call and getting up out of here. But V Scott, she speaks some truth. Check her out. Make sure you check out that story about the girl who got assaulted, beaten by this old ass lady who should never have put her hands on this girl. And that's on everything. Talking about she fight kids. BITCH, go fight a grown woman. Okay, while you're picking on a little kid. And that's on everything. I wish I was a big YouTuber because I certainly would tell her that. She's out here in Southern California. I'm not scared of the fat bitch. And that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? Please, you don't fight no little 13-year-old kid. She can look at you if she wants to look at you. Who are you to tell somebody they can't look at you? That is crazy. So y'all go look up that story. And if you have a channel, just post it and talk about it. All right. And Tony Smith, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. I don't know if you have a channel or not, but anyway, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. If you do have one, any one of y'all, if y'all can drop y'all links, y'all can do it in my chat. I do not care. All right. I do not care. And Nightbot is always doing its job. So if y'all do have a channel, you can use Nightbot because it definitely does its job. And you would like it. Just make sure you set everything correctly because otherwise it'd be doing the most. All right. Other than that, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below. Isn't that cute, y'all? That little subscribe thing right there. This is so cute. And then hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right. And don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, because I always forget to say it, that's why I scroll on across the screen. You can show support by donating to Cash App, $ Shades Tube, okay? And all donations are used to better this channel, you know, to pay for StreamYard and things like that, all right? Other than that, guys, I'm going to try to come back tonight at between 7 and 7:30-ish Pacific time. So 7:30, we'll just say 7. Well, no, let's just say 7:30. So 7:30 here is what? 7:30, 8, 9, 10. It's 10:30 on the East Coast, and it's 9:30 on the Central Coast, okay? So I may try to come back early. It depends on how much I make tonight. And to finish, you know, do this breaking news, and we can just talk, and I'll do an open panel. If I don't get back, that means I'll do a live tomorrow afternoon. But I'm gonna try to come back and do an open panel tonight. All right. Oh, that's fine, Tony. But thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my other lives. Check out my shopping haul videos. Check out my crazy shorts. I'll be dancing, acting crazy, lip singing, doing the most. Look at tripped out sometimes. Sometimes I don't. It just be a trip sometimes. You know, my kids be making fun of me, but I do not care. All right. So go check that out. Check me out on TikTok and Shades Tube as well. All right. And thank you so much. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody in the bushes. Thank you all for tuning in. And thanks to everybody who watches this in the replay. All right. And I'll see you guys later on. If not later on, then I definitely will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys stay positive, stay focused, determined, and stay safe. Try to eat healthy as you can today. Okay. I'm going to try myself. All right. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, y'all. Take care. I'm going to put thank you. Have a good night, but I still may come back out later on. All right. See y'all later, y'all. Chloe, you ready? All right. Hey. Yeah. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Peace out, y'all.